Today for my video, I will be talking about my favorite thing, which is backpacking. So the first thing we'll be talking about is gear. Gear is the most important part if you want to be successful on your trips. So the first thing we'll be talking about is clothing. These pants are great because they can unzip and zip. So if it's cold outside, you can keep it as a pant or you can keep it as a short. And then you can unzip it whenever you want. The next thing is shirt. You want nice material so that you can wick away all the heat and sweat, especially living in Arizona. It can be really hot. Next thing is your choice of socks. Now, I choose woolly socks, which help prevent from rubbing and blistering. These are nice because they don't get messed up and they won't rip when they're put to extreme tests. Next thing is boots. As you could tell, these boots are very well worn, but these are nice boots for hiking because they have the ankle on them and you can tighten them up so you don't roll your ankle over rocks, which is also very important in Arizona, which we have a lot of rocks, and I like to go bouldering a lot. Next thing that's important is a hat. A hat keeps the sun away from your face when you need it. Next thing is needing plenty of water. This is moving on from clothing. This is actual gear now. Water. A bladder is nice because you can fill it up with water and put it on your back, in your backpack, and you don't need to carry it. But if this is not enough for your daily journey, then you can do another water bottle. This will just give you backup water. It doesn't have to be this heavy, it can be smaller, but it's just depending on your adventure that day. All right. Now this next thing that you're gonna obviously need if you wanna go hiking is a backpack. This is my day pack. It has nice extremities. If it starts to rain, I have a rain fly, which will go over my pack. And then, which is also always important, sunblock, Band-Aids, and a little bit of a first aid kit. This is not a good first aid kit. I have my other one in my actual backpack. But a first aid kit is very important if you want to stay safe on the trail. Now, opening up in here, I have knee braces because, of course, walking is hard on the knees and you're gonna need these, especially when going on long trips. Hiking sticks are also very helpful. You're going to need some snacks. Peanuts is a great source of energy because it's not fatty and it's healthy. Next thing, if you want to just chill out for a little bit, you can bring a hammock along. This is nice because you can just put it between two trees, and there you have a relaxing thing to lay on. You can take a nap in the middle of your hike. Next thing, phone charger. If you want to take photos, you're going to need a phone charger. Simple as that. Next thing, I always bring a poncho. This will prevent you from getting wet especially during the monsoon season. Also, I always carry a carabiner because you never know when you're gonna need to hook something on the back of your backpack, or if you need your hammock, you can use the carabiner for that. And that's about it. Next thing are questions. So, first question. One health benefit of staying active. Personally, I like to stay active because it keeps me healthy and it keeps my body in shape. Also, it helps when I'm older, I'm gonna be able to have a decreased issue in diseases or heart problems, and it also keeps me my mind focused and off other things, so it gives me something to do on the daily. Next question. One health benefit specifically based on hiking. So personally, I like to hike because it gets me outside and it gets me connected with nature. I love the beautiful things that our earth has provided, and we can explore them. And it also causes minimal injury based on what you're doing. Obviously, you can get into really intense hikes where you can go rock climbing, and that can cause a higher risk of injury. Rocks create injury as well if you're gonna be stepping up hills and mountains. That can cause like knee pain, but for the most part, hiking is pretty low key and it should be easy on the joints. That's why many older people do it, because it's something that they can still do in their older age. One safety precaution to keep in mind while backpacking. Obviously, this is gonna be different for everyone. There's so many safety precautions when backpacking. That's why everyone needs to bring a first aid kit, because you never know if you're just gonna scrape against a bush or like hurt yourself. You could twist an ankle. Anything could happen. So you just have to always be aware of that, and you always need to have the knowledge of how to fix that. So that's really one important thing of being a good survivalist out in the wild.